Many are called, but few are chosen, Matthew 22:14. If you've landed here, it's no coincidence. Chosen ones are drawn to messages meant for them. There's something in you that stands out, a deeper calling, a sense of purpose others may not understand. You may not have known all the reasons why, but inside, you felt this weight, a mantle only certain souls are asked to carry. This message is for the chosen, the few who have a divine purpose on this earth. It isn't for everyone. For those not called, these words won't resonate, and they may turn away, but for you, each word is a reminder, a sign that your path is intentional. It's as if these truths were written just for you, doors ready to open with understanding reserved for those set apart. Stay until the end, because these truths will strengthen your spirit, bringing wisdom and courage you need to walk boldly in your purpose. Now let's begin. As one of the chosen, there are things that must remain close to your heart. You might already sense this. Those around you can feel something unique in you. Some are drawn to it, others unsettled by it. Not everyone is for you, and not all can comprehend the path you walk. That's why the first lesson is discernment, learning what to keep within, and what, if anything, to let out. This isn't about hiding or deceit, but about spiritual protection, guarding your heart and mind. Some truth, some knowledge, and even some of your challenges are for you alone, or only for a trusted few. Why, you wonder? Because there are those who won't understand, who might mock, doubt, or worse, twist your words and insights against you. The chosen ones often walk a misunderstood path, and misunderstanding can bring real threats. Jesus said, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you in pieces." Matthew 7:6. As one set apart, you carry pearls, wisdom, gifts, and an anointing that not all are prepared to honor or receive. Guard these with discernment. You aren't called to lay bare every part of your walk or your spiritual vision to those who lack the capacity to value them. Practice discernment in each encounter. Now let's dive into the first secret that you must keep to protect yourself. Secret 1. Protect your spiritual insights. Your spiritual wisdom is precious. Not every revelation is meant for everyone's ears, especially not for those who walk in darkness. As one of the chosen, you're given understanding others may find strange or dismiss outright. It's not that your insight lacks value, it's that they're not yet able to see. Think of the prophets. Many times they spoke in parables, keeping deeper meanings guarded until the right season. They understood the weight of their words. Sharing too soon or with those unprepared could invite ridicule, misunderstanding, or even spiritual backlash. Hold these truths close, like a treasure. They're not for casual talk or to satisfy someone's curiosity. These insights are gifts from God, meant to guide and strengthen you. Careless sharing can cheapen them, or worse, turn them into weapons in the wrong hands. Now, this doesn't mean you'll never speak of them. There will come moments when the Spirit leads you to share, and you'll recognize the right time. Until then, trust in the silence. A prudent man keeps his knowledge to himself, but the heart of fools blurts out folly. Proverbs 12:23. You're entrusted with pearls of wisdom for a reason, and part of that reason is to protect them until they're ready to shine in their full glory. If you felt misunderstood after sharing something deeply spiritual, this is why. Not everyone is prepared to handle what God has revealed to you. The path of the chosen often means carrying knowledge that others aren't ready to grasp. But remember, you're not here to convince. You're here to complete your calling, and a part of that calling is knowing when to hold back. Secret 2. Keep your vulnerabilities hidden. The second secret you must keep as a chosen one is your vulnerabilities. Yes, even the chosen have moments of weakness. You are divinely guided, yet still human, subject to doubts, weariness, and fears. But these fragile parts of yourself are not for everyone to see. Why? Because not all will meet your pain with compassion. Some will exploit it. We live in a world where spiritual energy is valuable, and when you show vulnerability to the wrong people, you invite them to drain you. Spiritual predators are real, and they are attracted to the light within chosen ones, not to cherish it, but to diminish it. Guard your heart and be careful who you trust with your spirit. The world is full of those who will smile to your face, yet betray you behind your back. These are people who, if they know where your weaknesses lie, will use them against you. I'm not saying to bury your humanity. We all need genuine connection and trusted souls who can see us at our lowest and still lift us up. But such people are rare. They are not the crowd. They are the few God sends your way. Like Jesus in Gethsemane, he didn't expose his anguish to all, but only to his closest disciples. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Matthew 26:41. Even in his pain, he showed us the importance of protecting sacred struggles. Chosen one, you carry a divine mission. The wisdom and struggles you hold are not for everyone. Remember, not all ears are prepared to listen, and not all hearts are ready to understand. Guard what God has given you. Not every truth is meant for open sharing. Protect your spirit with discernment, knowing some things are best kept close. Secret 3, guard your energy like a sacred flame. Let's talk about your energy. Have you noticed how people seem drawn to you, sensing something different? As a chosen one, your energy shines uniquely. You carry a light within that others may not fully understand, but they feel it. This is both a blessing and a weight. Your energy is your spiritual strength, the force behind your divine mission. But there are people, and even spiritual forces, that aim to drain you. These are the ones always in need, always taking but rarely giving back. The ones who bring their negativity, problems, and drama, slowly pulling from your reserves. They see the light in you, and instead of finding their own, they attempt to drain yours. Feeling exhausted after certain interactions isn't your imagination. It's your spirit alerting you that someone is depleting your strength without truly supporting you. Understand this: you're not bound to give to everyone. You are called to serve, yes, but you must use discernment. Not everyone seeking your energy deserves it. Some come only to consume, to take, and to leave you empty. Guarding your energy is essential to your mission. Without it, you'll find yourself weakened, unable to fulfill your purpose. How do you guard it? First, recognize when you're being drained. Pay attention to how your body and spirit react after being around certain people. If you feel weighed down or drained, it's a signal. God gave you intuition for a reason. Trust it. If someone leaves you feeling worse off, they are not contributing to your growth. Create distance. Second, learn to say no. As a chosen one, you're inclined to help, to guide. That's part of your calling. But even those with a calling need rest. Saying no isn't selfish, it's wise. It's a boundary that preserves your energy, allowing you to give to those who truly need it, and to nurture your own spirit. Lastly, be careful with your inner circle. Not everyone should have access to your presence, your energy. Keep those closest who uplift you, energize you, and respect the sacredness of your path. Jesus himself chose his companions wisely. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33. He had his disciples, his inner circle, and within that, levels of trust. Learn from his example. Be wise about who you let into your spiritual and emotional space. Secret 4. Keep your presence sacred. Let's go deeper. Beyond your energy, let's talk about your presence. Your very being, the essence of who you are, holds weight. This isn't just about the energy you give, but the space you occupy. As a chosen one, your presence carries purpose. Have you ever entered a room and felt the atmosphere shift? Or maybe you've spoken, and suddenly everyone's eyes are on you. Your presence has a magnetic pull. It changes the room. This is no accident. It's part of your calling. But with this gift comes responsibility. Not everyone should share your space. That may sound hard, but it's reality. You have been set apart, and not everyone can handle that. Some will feel threatened by your presence, others envious, and some will try to dim your light. That's why you must be intentional about the spaces you enter and those you allow close. How do you guard your presence? First, be aware of your environments. Some places carry heavy energy, and as a chosen one, you're sensitive to it. Walking into spaces filled with jealousy, hostility, or darkness can weigh on you. While your presence may shift the room, it can also be affected by those energies. Be discerning about where you go and whom you spend time with. Second, remember that your presence is precious. Not everyone deserves to experience it. This isn't pride, it's wisdom. You wouldn't place a priceless treasure in a harmful space, so protect the sacredness of who you are. Choose carefully. You're not called to be everyone's confidant or guide. Your mission is too important. Third, value solitude. As a chosen one, there will be times when you must step back, recharge, and reconnect with the divine. Solitude is not loneliness, it's spiritual renewal. By withdrawing, you allow your spirit to refresh and receive new understanding for the path ahead. Don't fear time alone, it's essential. Even Jesus would retreat to be alone in prayer, showing us the importance of solitude in staying connected with the Father. But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Luke 5:16. If he needed this time, how much more do we? Your presence is powerful but needs renewal. Solitude is that key. Chosen ones, your energy and presence are precious. They're the core of your spiritual mission and impact on the world. But left unprotected, they become vulnerable. Guard your presence with wisdom and treat it as sacred. Not everyone deserves access, and not every place is fit for your spirit. By setting boundaries, practicing discernment, and embracing solitude, you preserve the essence of who you are, ensuring you're ready to complete your divine purpose. Secret 5, the power of silence. As a chosen one, silence is one of your greatest allies. In a world that thrives on constant noise, where everyone wants to be heard, there's incredible power in holding your tongue. This doesn't mean hiding your truth or living in secrecy. It's about knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. The great spiritual masters knew this well. Silence holds a divine weight. In silence, you connect with God in ways words cannot touch. Think about it. How many times have you regretted words spoken in haste or frustration? Words have power. They build, they tear down. And once released, they cannot be taken back. But silence gives you space to reflect, to gather wisdom, and to stay centered. When you choose silence, especially when others expect a reaction, you're taking control of your own energy. In silence, you can observe, discern, and understand the deeper layers of what's unfolding around you. Silence as a shield. As a chosen one, you'll face moments when others provoke you, question you, or even mock your faith. In these times, silence can be your greatest defense. When you refrain from engaging in negativity or conflict, You protect your peace and conserve your energy. Not every battle is yours to fight. Sometimes wisdom means saying nothing at all. Consider Jesus, who stood silent before his accusers. When questioned, when mocked, he chose silence over defense. Why? Because he knew his purpose didn't need validation from the world. He was sure of who he was and what he had come to accomplish. As a chosen one, embrace this mindset. You don't need to justify yourself to those who don't understand your path. Let them speak, let them question, but let your silence be your answer. In doing so, you maintain control over your spirit and your energy, when to speak and when to be silent. There will be times when you're called to speak, when the Spirit urges you to share wisdom or defend a righteous cause. Speak boldly in those moments, but know the difference between a divine prompting and an emotional reaction. How do you know when to speak and when to remain silent? The answer lies in discernment. Before responding, especially in emotionally charged situations, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will my words bring light, or will they feed into darkness? Will my response serve my purpose, or is it simply a reaction to someone's ignorance or negativity? More often than not, silence is the stronger choice. In silence, you hold your dignity, your energy, and your focus. You deny negativity any power over you, and most importantly, you make room for divine wisdom to guide your steps. Remember, even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. Proverbs 17:28. Secret 6. The art of discretion. Discretion goes hand in hand with silence, yet it has a different focus. Discretion is about understanding what to keep close and what to share. As a chosen one, some parts of your life, your spiritual path, and your mission are meant to be hidden. This isn't about fear or secrecy. It's recognizing that certain things are sacred and not meant for everyone. In a world fixated on oversharing, discretion becomes essential. Social media, constant validation, and the urge to be known push many to expose every detail. But for the chosen, that's risky. Your spiritual path is set apart, and not everyone should have a view. Why discretion matters. Discretion shields you from unnecessary spiritual challenges. When you share too much, your plans, struggles, victories, you invite others into your journey. Some may come with jealousy, others with malice, and some without knowing the harm they cause. Picture your spiritual path as a tender plant. It needs time to grow strong roots before facing the elements. Expose it too soon, and it becomes vulnerable to harm, intentional or not. Your path is no different. Until you're firmly grounded, be careful with what you reveal and to whom. This doesn't mean you'll never share. There will be times when your story will uplift others, and moments when you're led by the Spirit to share. But let those times be guided by wisdom, not by the desire for attention or approval, guarding your spiritual growth. Discretion matters especially as you grow spiritually. You'll have breakthroughs, revelations, and moments of divine clarity. These gifts are meant to strengthen and guide you. Sharing them prematurely can invite misunderstanding, scorn, or even spiritual attack. The enemy, both in physical and spiritual realms, thrives on knowledge. The more they know about your progress, your plans, and your struggles, the easier it is for them to disrupt you. This is why discretion is key. Keep your spiritual progress quiet until it's time to share. Move in silence and let your spiritual strength and success speak when the time is right. Discretion in relationships. This applies to your relationships as well. As a chosen one, you'll connect with others, walking a similar path, and these relationships will be essential. But not every connection should be made public. Some are sacred and divinely crafted for a purpose. This is especially true with romantic connections. You may attract people drawn to your light who are not aligned with your mission. Be wise about who you let close and who you trust with your innermost truths. Discretion in relationships protects the sacred bond from outside judgment and negativity. The power of moving in silence. Lastly, let's consider the strength of moving in silence. This means making choices, pursuing goals, and advancing in your spiritual path without announcing each step. Silence holds power because it lets you build without distraction or interference. When you move quietly, you protect your progress from external opinions and expectations. You remain focused on your mission and your relationship with the divine. And when it's time to share what you've built, the impact will speak volumes. Chosen ones, silence and discretion are your armor. In a world filled with noise, you walk a separate path. Choose your words with care, guard your progress, and be wise about who you welcome into your inner circle. Not everything is meant to be shared, and not every conflict demands a response. A prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaims foolishness. Proverbs 12:23. Embracing the power of silence and discretion protects your spirit, your mission, and the sacred purpose God has given you. Secret 7. Master your emotions. Emotions are part of the human experience. As a chosen one, you will feel the full range: joy, sorrow, anger, love, frustration. But here's where your path differs. You can't let emotions control you. To fulfill your purpose, you must learn to master them. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It means understanding them. You need to know where they come from, why they arise, and how to channel them in a way that serves your mission rather than hinders it. This isn't easy, but it's essential. Why is emotional mastery so critical? Because as a chosen one, you are a spiritual warrior, and like any warrior, you must remain steady and focused, even in battle. When emotions take over, you lose control. Your judgment is clouded, and wise decisions become harder. The enemy, whether spiritual or physical, thrives on chaos. If you're led by emotions, you open yourself to manipulation, distraction, and defeat. Consider Moses. Even after leading his people from Egypt, he struggled with emotions. In a moment of frustration, he struck the rock instead of speaking to it as God commanded. This single act of anger cost him entry into the promised land. Numbers 20, verses 11 to 12. Even the most chosen can be hindered by emotions if they're not mastered. Steps to emotional mastery. It begins with self-awareness. Become attuned to your inner world. When anger rises or sadness overwhelms, pause and ask, why am I feeling this? What is the source? Emotions often connect to deeper issues, fears, past wounds, unmet expectations. Recognizing the root lets you address the cause instead of reacting impulsively. Next, practice emotional regulation. This means managing emotions in a productive way. Respond rather than react. When a strong emotion hits, don't act right away. Breathe, center yourself, and ask, what's the wisest action here? This pause helps prevent decisions you may regret later. Remember, emotional mastery doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. Suppressed emotions don't vanish. They build up and can eventually burst out. Instead, acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them lead. You are the master of your emotions, not their servant. Channeling emotions for spiritual strength. Emotions, when rightly channeled, can be a source of power. Righteous anger, for example, can fuel change. Anger over injustice can lead to actions that bring spiritual or social impact. Similarly, sorrow can build compassion, moving you to heal and support others. The key is using emotions as a source of strength, not a weakness. When you feel a strong emotion, ask how you can channel it productively. Can your frustration push you to persevere? Can your sadness deepen your empathy? Can your joy lift those around you? By channeling emotions into spiritual power, you stay on course and fulfill your divine calling. A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. Proverbs 29:11. With these secrets, you are now equipped to walk the path of the chosen, with courage and spiritual authority. You are not alone. Forces greater than you are guiding your steps. Trust in that, and know that you are here for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. Thank you for walking this journey with me. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's continue to build a community of like-minded souls dedicated to spiritual growth and personal development. Stay blessed and continue shining your light. Until next time, God bless you forever.